I'd like to welcome is lovely Sandra Moodie. Let's give Sandra a round of applause.
Sandra, it's lovely to have you on Passion for Business. You're looking the word I like to use is fabulous. Now, you have a lovely business that you've shared with us, and I want you to tell us about your business.
My business is called Passing the Baton to a Rising Generation. It's quite a long title. The vision is writing a series of books, children's books, targeted at families with children under 5. And it is to instill and develop parents in bringing up their children to meet their own eventualities with confidence and independence. And through the books, there are children adventures, but they look at children's well-being, children's health, children's safety, and also children's development and learning. And in the books, it also has like parent advice at the back of the book. So the books are tools for the whole family. It's not just for the child to read to the child, but the adventures will be linked to an advice package at the back to bring the whole family. So it's also a tool that will be used in the home and to stimulate families in the home, as well as coming out to early learning centres as well.
That is wonderful. So why are you so passionate about what you do? This title, Passing the Baton, and you've got the word generation in there.
Well, one of the things for me, I'm a middle-aged woman, mother of 3, grandparent of 3, lovely boys, yes. Wow. And I've been a parent more than half my life. And for me, I've kind of turned a curve in my life now. And so I'm now thinking of other things, and I'm thinking about the other stages of my life. And for me, it's time to release, not only to my own children and my own grandchildren, but also to the wider communities. And I feel it's really important. Last year I lost quite a few friends, dying at middle-aged. And for me, it was a bit of a wake-up call in how and why we're actually here, and the deeper context and the deeper sense of our purposes. And I've looked back in my life, and I've begun to see through my timeline a series of events that keep coming up. And through those things that keep coming up, I realise there must be something I need to do. So in my evaluation, my personal evaluation, I look back and I see that something needs to be released here. And I realise that this type of skills that I have, I'm very kinesthetic. I use my hands a lot. I'm a visionary. I see things in pictures. I'm a visual learner, and I probably use that as a language. As you see, I'm talking with my hands. So with that, I feel that there's something I can give through how I'm made. I think we're all wired differently. And based on the fact that we're all wired differently, I've been listening to, array of different people here today, and everybody's got something that they want to release because they have a purpose to release it, and they're wired to do that. And I think from my experience, it makes life, where I am now in my life, it makes things a lot easier if we just do what we're wired to do. Not try and compete with this one or with that one, but just do what we're meant to do. An LED TV is going to be different from an LCD. Whereas of the old plasma or the old analog. We're all here at different times in the timeline to do different things. So where I am now, I'm focusing on why I'm here now and the things that are around me now to release into the community through the skills that I have.
That's wonderful. I can hear your passion coming out in what you do. The last question I'd like to ask you, Sandra, is what difference do you want to make to the people you are actually going to be working with?
The difference I think fundamentally I'd like to make with the people that I work with is to allow them to grow. Earlier on you showed us a symbol of planting the seed and seeing that flower from a seed and being nurtured and growing into a beautiful flower or a beautiful tree. For me, I want to see that in my community. I want to see people grow and be able to live lives independently.
That is wonderful. So growing and living their lives,
Living lives
independently.
Not being self-reliant on other people or anything else, but being able to, because I never thought business was ever for me. I never understood business. And I came from an educational background. Formerly, I'm a children's centre manager. And when I was made redundant a couple of years ago, I thought, well, I'm going to utilise the knowledge and the skills that I have, but I'm just shifting them in another position. So allowing them to operate and work for myself and also the people I have around me, which is my community and my family and everybody else that I may come into contact with.
That's wonderful. So in the talk that I gave earlier about procrastination to
Elevation, you're elevating, so you're literally using the skills from one area, increasing yourself, expanding, and as a result of the name alone, there is going to be fruitfulness. Passing the baton.
Passing the baton, yeah.
And then the word generations in there. So that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Sandra, for taking part in this interview on Passion for Business. And as we can see that you're passionate about what you're doing, and we wish you every success for what you do in the future. Well done, Sandra.